guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Chevy from the Millennial Parent, and today we are talking about all things self-care, how you can get started with it and the ways it can benefit you. Self-care is something that is incredibly important, and it's something that as a millennial generation we have recognized and have started to bring forward. But what is a little bit tricky is working out how to get started with it, and is it really worth it? Time and time again we see other parents that are just worn down, they're tired, and they're constantly putting themselves lower and lower on the list of things to do. The amount of times you see someone that's going, I've got to get this done and this done and this done. Oh, but I really wanted to get this done for myself. Oh, if I get time I'll put it in at the end. Self-care is about changing that, to put yourself back at the top, to give yourself priority, because the things that it can change in your life are huge and the benefits it has are amazing. But there are still some ways for when you first get started of like, how can I do this? So we're going to go through all that today about how to make it easy and how to get started for it and how it can actually benefit you. So ways self-care can benefit you range from literally from physical health to emotional health to spirituality. There is a whole range of benefits that self-care can have. Benefits emotionally is it gives you positive thoughts, you're more positive in general, you have a more positive mindset. You're also less susceptible to depression, anxiety and stress. Because you are more relaxed, you are more calm, and other emotional struggles, if you're having difficulty with anger management, self-care is something that will help balance that, help bring it back and tone it down. It'll also help you feel more grounded, more focused with where you're going with life or whatever it is that you're trying to be doing. Physical benefits of self-care is your immunity improves, so you're less likely or you're less susceptible to illnesses, so that common cold or the common bug that's going around at the time. If you practice self-care, you are less likely to get that bug. You have overall improvements to your overall health when you practice self-care. You also will sleep better. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know a single person that doesn't need more sleep or doesn't need better sleep. If you can think of someone that doesn't need better sleep, put them down in the comments below because I'll need to know their secrets. If you are a carer of any form, whether it is a parent or a guardian or anything like that, practicing self-care actually will make you a better carer. Not only because, as the saying goes, you can't pour from an empty cup, but it's also things of improving your self-value and your self-esteem. A lot of times as parents or carers, you tend to lose yourself a bit because you're taking care of so much, the whole world revolves around what you need to be able to work and manage. So putting self-care on the list is something that is incredibly important and does have benefits. Another benefit that a lot of people don't think of as a parent or a caretaker is it's something that you're teaching the person you're caring for. So kids will learn to value themselves and put in time to taking care of themselves if they see you doing that. Monkey see, monkey do. It's all very well and all to say, oh, you can go off and exercise or you can go do this first, but if you're not practicing it yourself, it's going to fall on deaf ears. How you can get started with self-care. So obviously people have different times of day where they're available to do things, but my biggest tip is to block out some time. Actually put in your diary or schedule it in like an appointment with the doctor, self-care time. As soon as you wake up in the morning, whether you're a morning person or an evening person, drink water straight away because your body needs to hydrate and your whole body will kickstart a lot quicker if you just have water. And I don't mean lemon water, just water. My first lot of tips is going to be designed or aimed at people that are morning people, so people that are happy to get up earlier. This first lot of block of tips is for them. So if you can wake up before your kids and give yourself that time to wake up of a morning, that is one of the best things you can do. Also, as I said, drinking water as soon as you get up because it helps hydrate your body and it helps kickstart your body in the best way possible. Because you've just had a couple of hours, potentially, of sleep where you haven't been hydrating your body. So first thing your body will want, because we're mostly water, your body wants water. Give it a shot. After this, then try your lemon water. Have your lemon water after that. Then other options are things like meditating, getting time to ground yourself and get ready for the day mentally, as well as giving your body that chance to actually wake up. I think I said journaling already, but I'm going to say journaling again, even if it's just a case of writing down what you need to get done for the day. So it doesn't have to be this deep and meaningful, interpretive journey through narrative. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It can just be, what you have to get done for the day even. Or even just like a morning thought of, today I'm grateful because the air is clean, or today is grateful because, I'm grateful for having a home to live in, as an example. Another one is something that parents don't really do too often. Well, I know a lot of parents that don't. I tend to struggle with this one. So this is something I'm working on with my self-care, is eating breakfast. Giving yourself an opportunity to actually give your body nutrients before it gets started with its day. That is something that is another way to exercise self-care. If you're one of those people that you have to get out the door super quick, that's life, and I fully get that. The amount of times I don't have breakfast till after the school run. So I'm working on my self-care too, so we can go on this journey together. But having like a quick muffin or a quick biscuit or something, or a proper healthy balanced breakfast shake, breakfast smoothie, whatever you want to call it, they are other things too, but making sure you have breakfast. Now for the evening people, the people that aren't morning people, because I go through phases where I'm super early, early bird gets the worm, and there are times where I'm just a night owl where, I'll just be up all night. So for people on that side of life, ways that you guys can start self-care is meditating. Just go off somewhere quiet and just give yourself, even if it's just like 5 minutes, just there are some great apps which I'll be going through in a couple of weeks, talking about, great apps for self-care that'll help with that. Also, even if you just disappear to a room, not specifically to meditate, but going into a space just to be by yourself, to just let yourself calm and balance and ground. That is another great thing you can do. Sometimes it doesn't happen in the morning, but at night time, yep. Another one for the evening, guys. As I said, for breakfast, you've also got to have dinner. You've got to have a healthy, nutritious dinner to help give your body the fuel to be able to repair from the day. Any movement or any exercise, any strain your body has done for the day, it needs that nutrients to be able to heal. A good way to start doing, proper dinners, make sure you have dinner, is have the family meal. Have dinner time where the whole family sits down and eat. Sometimes I know there are some families out there that this doesn't really work, and that's fine too, but it's a good way to start that habit of eating dinner. Journaling is once again another one. Even if you just write down a quick thought you had for the day, or just if something bothered you, or tore your bread for the day, pop it down in a journal. Just get it out of you and put it down on paper. It'll take that extra stress off your shoulders, whether you realize it or not. That is a big benefit for journaling, is it just gets it off your chest. Taking a long bath or a hot shower, just taking that time for you. It doesn't even have to be a long one, but taking time to just soak in the water, let the day wash off you, is another way to practice self-care. So see, it's not all like, day spas and massages, although they are good. They are nice elements of self-care too. Another one that's probably going to annoy some people with it is trying to go to bed earlier. Now, I don't mean, go to bed at 8:30 so you get the full 8 hours or anything. Realistically, we need like 6-7 hours to be 1000% honest. But, if you can go to bed even just 15 minutes earlier, just because the sleep cycle is 15 minutes. But if you give yourself that extra little bit of time in bed just to, any chance to be able to get that little bit of extra sleep can help with self-care too. If you're practicing self-care, as I said before, a benefit is having better sleep. Who doesn't want better sleep quicker? Now, I've spoken about tips for doing it in the morning and in the evening, but there are things that you can do throughout the day, or if you're not specifically a morning or an evening person, for me, I get a lot of my more spare time, if that's what I'm going to call it, during the day when, the boys are at daycare and school. So things you can do, you can drink water throughout the day, drink more water throughout the day. I have a drink bottle, actually I'm going to quickly grab it. Actually has, focus, like times on there, so you drink to the line. You've got the morning side, so you go 8 till, I think it goes down to 11. Then you start again, so 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So that's a way that I help, drink more water throughout the day. Because, a lot of the time I don't realize that I haven't actually drunk much water until I look at my bottle and go, oh, and then check the time and go, oh, it's 11 o'clock. Oh, I'm only at my 10 o'clock line, and so drink up. But drinking more water is a great way. Something little like that is a great way for self-care. Another one that I've said, I'm probably going to repeat a few of these, but these are things that you can also do throughout the day, so don't think it just has to be morning or evening. Even the lists that I have already said, don't think that they just have to be morning or evening either. It's just I find those particular activities are easier to do in the morning or the evening. But other things you can do throughout the day is you can exercise. You don't have to be the early morning jogger or the late night gym junkie, you don't have to be anything like that, but exercising at any point in the day, doing a yoga session or a full-on weight session, exercising is great for self-care. And the other three big ones, there's meditating. Even if you're at work, like 5 minutes, your first 5 minutes of your lunch break, just go and just take a couple of deep breaths. So it doesn't even have to be a full-on meditation where, picture the golden orb going through your body. Like, it doesn't have to be anything like that, but just taking those few moments to just have a little meditation, just to breathe, take in your surroundings, breathe out, and then carry on with your day. Just a few little check-ins like that will make a world of difference. As I've said before, also journaling, as I said, just takes that weight off your shoulders, gets it off your chest, whatever it may be. Just write it down. Even if you just like tear it up or burn it or whatever at the end of it so nobody reads it, that's your choice. But just getting it out onto paper, it's just as good as saying it sometimes. Now the other things, you can do bigger things for self-care, which I'm going to go through later on because I'm probably going to make this into a little bit of a series. Put that down in the comments below if you wouldn't mind making this into a bit of a series to get more tips in specific areas where you can exercise self-care. Let me know. I'm probably going to make them anyway, but let me know anything in particular that you're interested in. Also put down in the comments below any self-care tips that you found or that you find useful or things that you like to do. Definitely put that down there because we are a community and we're trying to get through this gig together, so please, anything that'll help with that. And the last one is expressing gratitude. If someone's brought you something, even just saying like a thank you, just something little like that, or expressing gratitude of, I'm thankful for having petrol in the car, or I'm thankful for having clothes on my back, just any little thing that you can be grateful for. Showing that and expressing that is another way that'll just completely change how you are for self-care. So self-care, it doesn't have to be big, huge events, Instead of going to a day spa for the day, you can do a face mask as an example. But sometimes you do want to do the bigger thing for self-care. In case some of you haven't noticed, my hair is a little bit different to how it used to be. But this is me starting to practice what I preach on my self-care journey. If you guys noticed, yes, my hair was longer before, but it wasn't its most healthiest after a few things that I had done to my hair myself. So I took the time and the self-care to value myself and get something new done, revitalize my hair and make it a bit healthier. Because not only will that help me with my self-esteem, let's be honest, but it's something to show that I'm on my self-care journey too. So if you're on the self-care journey too, hit that thumbs up button and put down in the comments below so we can go on this journey together. Hit that subscribe button, that little bell as well. And that's all I've really got for today, so let me know what you think. Put down in the comments below, as I said, any self-care tips you guys have and if you're on this journey with me. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.